It was a tough pill to swallow for the Punjab Kings.
Sunrisers Hyderabad back to winning ways with a monstrous win here.
As they look to shake off the shock of their last loss.
As far as the Punjab Kings bowlers are concerned, they tried their best, but it was not enough.
It's actually making me laugh the way they chased it with 2 overs to spare.
Their challengers are coming off a thumping victory, a feat they look to repeat.
It's the Kolkata Knight Riders, and they win the game by 8 wickets.
I'm really happy with the boys, the way they are preparing themselves, and it's all about, I think, having that positive intent all the time. It's really helping us.
Their goal? To wipe out the memories of their last encounter.
This really is one of the special victories.
Tonight, the Knights go up against an ex-Knight, and he lays in wait with his Kings at home. For the first time at Mullanpur, it's the duel of the 6 hitters. A battle of the best spinners. And 2 Indian captains looking to lead their team to glory. It's Punjab Kings up against the Kolkata Knight Riders.
We are almost at that halfway mark of Tata IPL 2025, and something that we've all realized is the word impossible in cricket is mere a word. And that's exactly what the Punjab Kings also realized when they put up a score of 245, which was inadequate at the end against the rampaging Sunrisers Hyderabad batting unit. Tonight they take on the Kolkata Knight Riders, who are coming into this contest after a win after beating CSK in their own den. Hello and welcome to Asian Paints Game Plan. I am Nashi Singh and I'm joined by Sanjay Bangar and Varun Aaron here, who are going to help me set up a perfect game plan for this matchup. Sanjay, I am going to start with you. The Kolkata Knight Riders, they are coming into this with confidence, beating CSK in their own home, but they have lacked consistency. They haven't been able to back their win with another win.
For the start, they certainly were looking for that ideal combination with the batting as far as using Ajinkya and Angrich is concerned. But now they've sort of settled into a good rhythm. All the bases are covered, and except for the Mumbai game, I believe that all the games have been quite competitive, the games that they have played. So somehow they are managing to pull back after a defeat, and that's always a good sign, because in such a competitive tournament, you don't really want to stay far behind. So from that perspective, I would like to see the positive that they have found a way to bounce back after having lost the game. So that tells me that this team actually is doing a couple of things right.
Now, talking about Punjab Kings, they didn't have a very good outing last, Varun. Out of the 5 matches that they've played, they have put up a score of 200 plus, but they've also conceded 200 plus scores in 3 outings. Now, when you look at their bowling unit, they used 8 bowlers last match and they couldn't defend 245. Do you reckon that's their weakest link?
Yeah, their bowling hasn't been up to speed as of now, but last match was really an anomaly. The way Travis Head and Abhishek Sharma started off, sometimes you just are searching for answers in the field, but that's something which they can't continue. Again, Lockie Ferguson, big miss, because he's injured now. They depend a lot on him. They have the reserves to take care of that. They have Kuldeep Sen, they have Vaishak, who can come in as Indians, but if they look at overseas options, I think Omar Zai is their best option, because he offers them something with the bat and he can upfront get a lot of wickets as well.
Yeah, Punjab Kings certainly has a lot of positives in their camp, especially their batting, which has been their strength this season. But it hasn't just been their experienced player. It's also the young Indian uncapped players who have been making the mark.
Punjab Kings have emerged as one of the top batting sides in Tata IPL.
A wonderful half-century from Shreyas Iyer.
The fastest 100 versus CSK in the IPL coming from Priyank Chariya.
3 massive 200-plus totals in 5 games this season is a bold statement that proves that the Punjab Kings' performance with the Willow is no flash in the pan. And the main driving force behind this bumper start has been the force of their Indian contingent. More than 84% of the team's 984 runs have come off the bat of the Indian batters, including all 7 50-plus scores. Their Indian batters are also striking much higher at nearly 180. While led by the experienced Shreyas Iyer, it is Punjab's uncapped Indian contingent with Priyansh Arya, Prabhsimran Singh, Nehal Vadera and Shashank Singh who've had a big role to play. The quartet have been explosive in these opening 5 games. They have a combined aggregate of 576 runs, the most runs by uncapped Indian batters for a team at the start of an IPL season. This at an average of 41.1 and at a strike rate of 172.5.
Drives hard, he'll get his half century. He is a good finisher.
All in all, the 4 of them after 5 matches have contributed nearly 60% of Punjab's runs that have come off the bat this season, which is the highest ever in IPL history by miles. Punjab Kings have consistently backed uncapped Indian players over the years, and the youngsters have repaid with an electric start in 2025.
Punjab have Prabhsimran Singh and Priyansh Arya at the top there. How does KKR deal with the Punjab top order in the power play? They've got Harshit Rana, they've got Vaibhav Arora. Varun, what do you think?
Look, I think the KKR attack is very well suited to get both the openers out, especially Priyansh Arya. We've seen he's in great form, but he is a bit susceptible to the ball that pitches on the stumps and moves away. We saw him get bowled to Jofra Archer. I think Vaibhav Arora is somebody who can do that. Harshit Rana as well moves the ball away to the lefty. And Prabhsimran Singh, he loves width. And both the bowlers are incoming bowlers, so he's not going to be able to free up his hands easily. I would back the KKR bowlers against the Punjab batsmen just in this match.
Now, Punjab Kings, they have been absolutely fantastic. They've got that strong core in the middle, Sanjay, but they've got a title-winning captain in Shreyas Iyer, and he's been leading from the front. He's been averaging about 83, if I'm not wrong, and he's already made 250 runs this season. Is he the best that you've ever seen him?
For sure. In the T20 format, we saw the best of him in the 50-over World Cup as well. But in the T20 format, the kind of starts that he's getting, and he's not only getting starts, but really making some telling contributions and getting Punjab to tall scores, playing fearlessly, playing against pace as well with that sort of freedom, newfound freedom, I should say, and taking down spinners. And he's ably assisted by the Indian contingent of batsmen, wherein all the younger players, the Indian players, have really stepped up, and he's sort of got the best out of them as well. So it's not necessarily only his batting, but the kind of partnerships that he's building, maybe at the top with maybe Prabhsimran at times, or Priyansh Arya, or for that matter towards the lower end of the innings with Shashank Singh as well.
Now, Shreyas will be up against his former side. This time round, he'll be on the receiving end of Sunil Narayan and Varun Chakravarti. How do these two plan against their former captain, Varun?
Look, first of all, Shreyas is going to play with some fire in his belly, because he came out and said, you know what, it wasn't just the support staff winning the IPL, it was also me. I contributed a lot, and he wasn't retained by them. He's going to come out all guns blazing, but they do have the answers to get Shreyas out, especially Andre Russell. He's got him out quite a few times. He bowls that heavy short ball, but it's very important what you follow up the short ball with. We saw that in the previous game against Jofra. He bowled a couple of short balls. He's not finding it that difficult against short balls, but if you can fire one in straight at his stumps after that, that could be an opportunity for you as a bowler. But against Sunil Narayan and Varun Chakravarti, on their day, they can get any batsman out.
Sanjay, Varun mentioned Andre Russell. He has gotten Shreyas Iyer out 5 times, which is the most by any bowler. But he needs to get going this season.
Certainly, and if you look at whether Andre Russell is part of this KKR setup, you just have to really, wake yourself up. And what has he done so far? Because he hasn't gotten enough opportunities with the bat. Bats quite low down the order. As well as if you see the number of overs that he's bowled, probably 6 overs in the entire tournament so far. So 6 matches, 6 overs, he isn't getting enough opportunities. So that tells you 2 things. Either the bowlers around him are doing a great job and he is not required, or maybe Ajinkya Rahane would want to use in certain phases which he hasn't really encountered. So if he's got a great record against Shreyas Iyer, might as well throw it in, because if Ajinkya does not know it, the stats guy will certainly tell him, boss, this is the matchup, and try using this for sure.
Well, what's the mood in the camp? Let's take a look at how these two teams are feeling ahead of this match.
KKR, their bowling attack is spin heavy. So how do we counter that? We have a lot of players now in the middle order that are very good players of spin. So that becomes the matchup that we have to win tomorrow night. And with our bowling attack, we need to get Yuzi into the game more than we're doing. Like he's just struggling to get into the game at the moment. Like against Chennai, just bowling the one over, a very good over at a very important time. He bowled a very good over, but it's just getting him into the tournament. Ferguson's out indefinitely, I would have thought, and us getting him back by the end of the tournament is a very low percentage, I would have thought. I think he's done a real decent injury to himself.
All right, gentlemen, player to watch out for today. Start with you, Varun.
I'm going to go for Shreyas Iyer because, like I said, he's got that fire in his belly. He's playing against his old franchise who didn't retain him after winning an IPL trophy. And we all know when Shreyas is charged up, when he's a bit angry, that's when he performs at his best.
And from Kolkata Knight Riders,
I would say Sunil Narayan, because Sunil Narayan, after a quiet start to the tournament, he came alive both with bat and ball, because the kind of innings that he played against CSK was terrific to watch. KKR requires explosive batting at the top that helped them win the championship last season with Salt and Narayan batting so well at the top. And along with that, the way he bowled, he picked up a 3-for, which was probably missing from his cabinet in this season so far. And what's good is that he's also quite focused on delivering, because he's practicing a lot on single wicket and bowling a lot of balls with the bowling coaches. So all that tells you that he is now quietly getting switched on, and that's really a good sign for KKR.
Perfect. This is perfect. Thank you for all your insights today, gentlemen. That is all that we have on this episode of Asian Paints Game Plan. Do not forget, our coverage today for Punjab Kings and KKR start at 6:30 p.m. onwards on Star Sports Network and Jio Hotstar. It is goodbye from all of us.